Welcome to our channel. Subscribe and join our zoo community. You're about to watch exclusive look inside the homes of brutal drug lords. Before jumping into the video, don't forget to click the bell button and subscribe to our channel for more amazing and exciting videos. When some of the brutal drug lords get busted and the authorities break down the doors of their opulent mansions, then it is a great chance for all of us law-abiding people to gawk at their opulent digs. Filled with luxurious things, amazing cars, and some other stuff that is downright bizarre. Let's take a look inside these opulent mansions of the brutal drug lords. Don't forget to look for the mansion that has been called an Arabian Palace. Let's take a tour of these homes. Number 5. Pablo Escobar. Only some of the drug kingpins have managed to be on the same level as Pablo Escobar. The now deceased drug lord was the head of the Medellin cartel. He is said to have flooded the streets of America with cocaine in the 1980s and 1990s. But when he wasn't dealing with his business of shipping tons of bricks of coke to the US, he was relaxing in his opulent ranch at Hacienda Naples. It was located about 200 miles in northwest of Bogota, Colombia. The ranch was situated on a 7.7 square mile estate. It is said to have a zoo of rare animals. There were also life-size statues of dinosaur, and a bullfighting ring was also present. He may have been a homicidal and brutal drug lord, but he definitely knew how to have a good time. After his death, this opulent mansion was taken over by the Colombian government. It is now managed as a tourist attraction. People can visit the place and take a look at the luxurious lifestyle of the drug lord. You can even take a dip in the swimming pool of the drug lord. Although most of the rare animals in the zoo of Escobar have either died or were taken away by the zoos, only the hippos survived, and they have become feral. They have grown to 27 in number from the 4 hippos that Escobar had originally bought. These deadly animals now menace the surrounding wetlands around the estate of Escobar, thus keeping the brutal and fierce legacy of Escobar alive. Over the years, they've been a huge threat to farmers and fishermen. The Colombian government ordered the killing of some of the hippos over the years, but it led to huge outcry among the animal rights groups. This was definitely crazy, but wait until you take a look at the house of the next drug lord. Number 4. Rakesh Jyoti. Not all the brutal drug lords make their huge fortune by smuggling high-grade cocaine and other drugs into the country, or by violently hustling the crack from around the street corners. Some of the drug lords employ a far more innovative and modern approach. This is how Rakesh Jyoti earned his huge fortune. Rakesh has created an online pharmacy where he was selling millions of dollars of pills on the internet. He was said to be earning as much as $50,000 per day from the sales of these pills. And he put all his huge fortune into building his luxurious mansion in Texas. The public got to take a look at the mansion when it was up for auction after the drug lord pleaded guilty. He was found to have linked with over 22 illegal online pharmacies. He was sentenced to 12 years in prison and ordered to pay an amount of $69 million in restitution due to his involvement in illegal schemes. As a part of this plea deal, he forfeited his mansion in Arlington, Texas, which was still under construction. The federal government earned a huge sum of $1.2 million from the sale of the 22,000 square foot home. It is now at sale for a whopping $3.7 million. The mansion features heated marble tiles and 5 fireplaces. There's also an indoor pool, and the house also has custom painted murals. The mansion is situated just a few miles away from the Cowboys Stadium. This makes it a perfect place for football fans who don't mind the controversial past of the house. Number 3. Paul Yearsley. Not all the brutal drug lords are roguish outlaws that get taken down in the flurry of gunfire. Some actually dig their own grave due to their smug sense of self-importance. This is what happened with Paul Yearsley. What happened was that Paul wanted to show off his killer interior design skills. Therefore, in 2009, he contacted the Lancashire magazine to feature his opulent mansion in the pages. The magazine definitely raved about the wow factor of the mansion. Priced at $10 million at the time, everyone was astonished to see the opulent mansion in the center pages of a glossy lifestyle magazine. It was being called as a dream home for a pop star. Paul was very eager to show off his Georgian-style mansion. He boasted after how he designed the house due to his amazing taste. The house had a state-of-the-art home cinema, a home gym, and a huge swimming pool. There was also a Range Rover sitting in the driveway, along with the Bentley Continental. He did not know that this small mistake was going to take him down. Although he claimed in the magazine that he made all the fortune by selling homes to the Premier League footballers, in reality, he was actually a drug dealer, and his only legitimate source of income was council disability pension, which was said to be around a few £100s. How he was taken down was when someone from Britain's Serious Organized Crime Agency actually had a subscription to the magazine. He got a little curious about the income of Yearsley, how he could afford such a luxurious mansion. The huge swimming pool, the handcrafted marble tilework, and other opulent features were something that you'd expect to find in a Hollywood mansion. After making an investigation, they found out that he was working as a superior officer at a swimming pool in 1993, but he was pensioned off after facing some health issues. And now, 20 years later, he had built a multi-million property, including 80 homes in Manchester, as well as a villa in Costa del Sol. He was arrested for selling weed worth more than $500,000. His new home likely won't be nice. Number 2. Pizao. Pizao was one of the most successful drug dealers on Brazil. There was a massive raid in November 2010 on Complexo de Alemão, which is a notorious slum situated in Rio de Janeiro. This is where the Brazilian police found his lavish mansion concealed in the slum. The mansion was not only filled with drugs and guns, but it also had luxurious stuff. Pizao's mansion had a huge swimming pool, a sauna, and wide television screen in most of the areas of the house. They also found 10 tons of marijuana in the house. One of the interesting things that they found was that in one of the bedrooms there was a huge painting of Justin Bieber hanging on the wall. Drug lords, they're just like us. Last but not least, number 1. Amado Carrillo. Amado Carrillo was a Mexican drug dealer who was famous for transporting cocaine in jumbo jets. He was known as the Lord of the Skies. He became involved in the drug trade from a very young age, while he was still a teenager. He started working in marijuana and poppy cultivation in the mountain, before rising to be the ultimate head of Juarez cartel. It is said that he amassed a fortune of $25 billion by transporting cocaine and other drugs from Colombia and Mexico to the United States. But he had a tragic end in 1997, when he died of botched plastic surgery. It was when his lavish lifestyle and million-dollar mansion were revealed to the public. After taking a look at his homes, it is clear that the drug lord was fascinated by Arabian lifestyle. His mansion in a desert in Mexico is an example. The place has been called as the Palace of 1001 Nights, after the South Asian and Middle Eastern book, which featured stories including Aladdin. It was said that the house had a gun collection which was better than most of the legitimate museums do. The guns were dripping in gold. He had a collection of rare exotic animals which were cared for in the grandest way possible. Over 8 lions were on the property. Another odd thing noticed was that a bathroom was designed like a cave, and it featured a huge bathtub. There was an exotic art collection in the house, but most of them were illegal as they had been stolen. The house had a secret storeroom which was filled with millions of dollars of cash. The house still stands, but it remains abandoned in Hermosillo, Sonora. But this wasn't the only house that he had. His other assets and estates were also seized after his death, most of which has been auctioned. Recently, one of his lavish homes was auctioned, which was situated in Jardines de Pedregal neighborhood. It was sold for $2 million. The house would have been state-of-the-art when it was built. The mansion spread over 3,500 square meters, had an indoor swimming pool, large garden, wine cellar, and elaborate children's playhouse. The auction also offered 77 cars, 5 airplanes, and 5 other homes of Amado. The money raised will be used to fight various causes, including the fight against deadly coronavirus. You've just watched Exclusive Look inside the homes of brutal drug lords. Which one of these homes were you fascinated by the most? Do tell us in the comments below. Thanks for watching Lifehack Giraffe. Please make sure to click the bell button and subscribe to our channel for more amazing and mind-bending videos. We hope you liked it. See you in our next video.